going on, y'all? I'm back. I was sick over the weekend, so I wasn't able to post it all. But today I'm going to go over something really, really important and something that I think a lot of people could benefit from. It's going to be basically my forever model. So what we have here on the screen right now is basically the rules I have for myself when trading, the things I'm looking for, the mental model that I have in my head. I've been trading this model for the past 6 months, and it's brought me nothing but funding, payouts, and just a lot of success. To me, it's not even as much about the money, and I'm not one of those guys who gets on here and talks about how much money they make. That's not what it's about. I understand what it's like to not have enough knowledge on the subject and not feel confident. And I went through a long time where I was not confident in my trading. I would damn near just flip a coin and go with it and swing for the fences. And once I discovered this and back tested and failed and tried it over and over again, I finally got the confidence, and I want someone else to have that. So I basically wrote out my conditions, my rules, and what I look for going into the marketplace every single day, including today. I'll get into a trade recap. I made about 1.8K. I took a loss, and then I made 3K. My total profit for the day was 1.8. So every day it says at the top you want to mark PDL, PDH, and WOG. For those who don't know, that is previous high, previous low, new week opening gap. So here on the daily time frame, which is where I start all of them, all of my days, we have, right, this was today, so previous day high is right here, previous day low. Now, NWOG, for those who also don't know, is new week opening gap. So if you see these blue lines, I have it just as an indicator. Today, what was in effect was January 25th, I think, or 27th, new week opening gap. That's exactly where we played into today. So having these on your chart is really important. Now, once I've just marked out my key levels being my PDL, my PDH, and I have my new week opening gaps drawn, I drop to the 1 hour. And once again, it stays pretty simple. I don't have a lot going on. All I got is relative equal highs from Asia session. And I'm doing this annotation for viewers' sakes. So let's do that. So Asia relative equal highs, we had London low. We had ran through this inefficiency during London session, taking it out. And those were the only real draws I had. Now, in terms of inefficiencies, huge 1 hour created from the pump yesterday, and then we had this 1 hour actually inverse fair value gap from last Friday. So with all that in mind, we'll get on to the next thing. So I look for a 15-minute CRT paired with 15 or 5-minute CISD. So how that worked for me today was just off of the 5-minute. That 15-minute CRT is more of an added bonus. CRT is what tells me to start scaling down. Now, for those that don't know what CRT is, CRT is candle range theory. Now, I'm not going to do a whole thing on that right now, especially since I didn't use it in today's trade. But if you guys want me to do a whole video explaining candle range theory and how it fits into this, I'm more than happy to, but that's for a later date. So like I said, this comes with either 5-minute CRT or CISD. So changing the state of direction is what we got here today, which is the basis for all of my low time frame entries. So as you can see, market opens right here at 6:30. And we immediately rally up. We take out our Asia relative equal highs, and I don't do this for no reason, y'all. New week opening gap. This dotted line is consummate encroachment of Friday, the 27th, new week opening gap. And as you can see, we get one candle wicket. We attempt to go past, reject, and so now I'm looking for a move in the opposite direction, a change in the state so that I can scale down into the lower time frame. So the second we get a 5-minute change in the state, I also notice we have a 5-minute inverse fair value gap. Now, from that point, let's bring this back over here so I don't have to scroll away every time. After that point, it's time for me to drop down to the 1 minute time frame, mark out my inefficiencies, my breaker blocks, and wait for a run through and a retest. So a lot of people can see on the right, it says, can use 15 second. I do a lot of trading on the 15-second time frame. And so how this works, when we scale down to the 1 minute, after my change in the state right here, we see that we push down, right? We inverse this 5 minute fair value gap, tap into this one before retracing back to our breaker 5 minute fair value gap. And if you see here on the 15-second time frame, we are tapping right into this inverse fair value gap 15-second time frame. I mean, guys, to the tick. So when I see a down close candle after reacting off of this level, I took my position only 2 contracts short. Stops above our last swing high, which would be this area right here, right? Swing high, lower high, lower high, or lower low, lower high. And then, if you see still on 15-second time frame, we actually put in, right as market opens, SMT with ES. So this low, the body candle low of this candle, was my last take profit, as you can see here, for the trade. This trade netted me around $3,000. I only went up $1,800 on the day. I took a loss going short right here earlier in the day, and that was just due to improper risk management. I woke up late and I absolutely scuffed it. But end of the day, on a positive note, I mean, it's just a beautiful, beautiful trade. This is textbook. This is what I'm looking for every time I'm on the charts. Obviously, it doesn't present itself every day, but today was a beautiful day for price action, and I found a lot of success. So last thing is I just requested my first payout of this month. Let's see, it's only the 6th, so I'm on pace for around $8,000 in terms of payouts this week. I will do a whole video updating how I got my funded accounts, how many I have, my payout process, how much I've made. I'll do a whole thing on that, as well as my method for securing funded accounts. I have $500,000 in funding. I have a very strategic method. It's not hard. I follow it to the T, and it costs a little bit of money, but it's the fastest, it's the quickest, the easiest way to getting funded. I have it already in my Discord, but I'm going to give a free version out to you guys here on YouTube. So give a thumbs up if you liked the video. And last thing before I sign off, if you guys want me to do videos on candle range theory, on changing the state, getting more into detail for more of my beginner traders, just leave a comment, ask any questions, and I should get a video out here in the next few days responding to all of that. Later, y'all.